Hi everybody, can you believe Thanksgiving is just a few weeks away? I cannot believe that it's been an entire year since I put up the video how to make an entire Thanksgiving dinner. This was the thumbnail that I did for the video because I wanted you to know, and even in our cookbook, that these are the dishes that we've always used. This is the way our food has looked. It's not made up, it's not oh, what did they do? A lot of times when you see food in cookbooks, they've been doctored up a lot. And I just want to tell you that my food in this cookbook has not been doctored up. It is exactly the way it looks. The recipe for my Thanksgiving food is in the Griffiths family cookbook. And this is the stuffing right there. And I'm just gonna go down through it like this. So if you want to write that down, you can. Or if you want to order the cookbook, it's at griffithscookbook.com and you can download it as an ebook. My sister Sonia was an excellent cook. She passed away a few years ago, but I would call her many times and say, okay, what do I do with this stuffing? Yours is always so good. And she'd say, Jennifer, just remember, if it's wet going in the oven, it'll be wet coming out of the oven. So she says, if you want a drier stuffing, it'll be exactly the same. You put it in the oven a little drier, it'll come out drier. So she says, just adjust the liquid that you put in it by how you want the outcome to be. So pretty simple. This is the bowl we're gonna put the stuffing in. My sister just sent me that. I think it is so cute. I haven't had a new piece of Tupperware for years. And I just buy a loaf of this French bread from the grocery store, and we'll talk about that in a minute. This is some chicken broth. You can either buy it in a carton like that or in the cans. Salt and pepper. I use poultry seasoning because the poultry seasoning already has stuff like sage, and let's see what else is. It's got sage and says traditional spices that add flavor to roasted chicken and turkey, stuffing, gravy, and pot pie. And I also use this stuff when I'm making soups. I will put poultry seasoning in my turkey soup, sometimes my chicken too. So that, I've got whatever brand you find is fine. That's a good brand too. The onion, celery, and butter. What I like to do is start the stuffing either the night before or a day or two ahead of time, because actually it's better if you put this bread in the bowl and let it dry out a bit. This is generally Aunt Linda's job, and we'll do it again when Aunt Linda's here. This is just, I'm doing this several weeks ahead of time just so I can show you, not for Thanksgiving, but to show you how I do it. I like to about that size. Whenever I am breaking the bread for our stuffing, I cannot help but think about the sacrament, and I kind of laugh because I think, okay, this is how big you want it. If the sacrament is passed to you and you come across one of these, you're like, oh yeah, that's a good size bite. I don't like to make the pieces too small because then it just kind of disappears, but it kind of turns to mush. I like the stuffing to kind of be able to be broken apart. I don't know if that makes sense. The next thing I do is sprinkle it with 2 teaspoons of poultry seasoning. And you know, I generally end up adding more to it as just tomorrow or this evening when I finish making it. I'll taste it and probably add just a touch more. then I salt and pepper it, and I like a lot of pepper on my stuffing. And I don't need a lot of salt because this chicken broth has a lot of sodium in them, and so I cut back a little on the salt. My mom, she used to make her broth from the giblets, the neck. She would boil it in the morning after she got her turkey going, and she would boil that broth down, that water in with the giblets in it, and she would make her own turkey broth. And I probably should do that, but it's just really easy for us to buy it in a carton like this. But I do know how to make it if I ever need to. If you ever do not have chicken broth, just put your neck and gizzard and all those, the heart and those little things. I think there's a gizzard, liver, heart, and neck. And you just put that in a little saucepan and add a couple cups of water and boil that, 3-4 cups of water even, and boil that down, and then that'll be your chicken broth. So now I'm just going to let this sit on the counter and dry out. And I probably won't let it sit as long as I normally would because I want to get this video made for you, and it'll be just fine. If you've got lots of time, do it and let it sit. If you don't have a lot of time, it's gonna be fine. When you're ready to finish your stuffing, cut up about a cup of celery, a big cup of celery. I'll just use all of this. I don't know if that's a cup or not. It probably is more. And see this little stuff? I love that in the celery. I like the leafy parts. I think that gives it a lot of flavor. And then I'll also add an onion chopped up. Do you remember me telling you how to cut an onion so it doesn't make you cry? You leave this portion on the onion. It really does work, guys. Oh, come on here. Come on. Oh, for heaven's sakes, I can't get that off. I don't think I cut it close enough right there. Okay. There we go, my goodness. So if you take it off and leave that part on there, it's not supposed to make you cry. And I've done it before with you and it worked. And then I just cut my onion, like I don't go all the way through it. That. I'm sure there are a dozen ways to cut an onion. And I just like to do it so I don't go all the way through. You people are probably watching me use this knife and thinking, doesn't she know how to use a knife? So that's what I do. And I didn't cry. That's pretty good, huh? And then I add a cup, then I add a half a cup of butter to this. And we're gonna saute it. Just bring up the heat in the butter. That's a cube of butter, which is a half a cup. And then I turn the heat down. And I just put the lid on this and let that simmer for about 5 or 6 minutes. And I will check on it periodically and stir it because I don't want the butter burning and I don't want the onions burning on the side. But they'll come out nice and tender here in about 5 minutes. Okay, so the celery is tender. Let me poke a fork in one. That is just right. It's not mushy. It's just tender, fork tender. And now I'm just going to pour this into my bread and toss this around a little bit. Now I'm going to add 3 cups of this broth. Shake it up good. And for now, I'm just going to put 2 in it. See how that bread just soaks that juice right up? Okay, so I can tell that this needs a little more juice. Needs a little bit more. About 3/4 of a cup. So now I've got 2 3/4 of a cup in here. You can put more in if you want. But that feels really good. Okay. So now you need to decide what you're going to cook it in. And I think, because I want to show you some different ways, I'm going to cook it in this. Generally, I'll put the whole thing in here. And it's got a lid and I like that. But because I'm going to show you a few different ways to do this, I'm going to put it in this smaller one today, and we will cover it with tin foil, Reynolds wrap, aluminum foil. We'll cover it with the aluminum foil and cook it this way. When I'm cooking for 30 people, of course, I always double this and triple it. Like always, I forgot to preheat my oven, so I'm going to turn the oven on 350 degrees, and we are going to cook that for 30 minutes, and I'm going to cook it with the foil over the top for the first 25 minutes, and then I'm going to take the foil off, because in our family, some people like the spongy, sticky, wet stuffing, and some people like the little more crusty, and I like the mixture. I like the top of it to be just a little bit crusty, just a little, and then the bottom to be extra moist. I want to show you a trick that I learned years ago. A lady in our church taught me this. I'm not doing a turkey today, obviously, but if I had a turkey in here, and you know there's areas all the way around here that you can put little pockets of stuffing and cook your stuffing in the corners of your roasting oven. And if you can stuff your turkey, and I've done that, but I've also stuffed my turkey and it's taken forever for my turkey to get done. And so I don't really like to stuff my bird with the stuffing. I would rather have the stuffing be tucked in the corners somewhere around the bird, or like I've done in the oven over here with my casserole dish. So let's pretend just for a minute that I have a turkey in my roaster. And I don't have very much oven space, and every little piece of real estate is pretty valuable, okay? So you can take your stuffing and put it in some tin foil just like this. And bring it up. Then you just put that and mold it around the turkey. And so you're using up every bit of cooking space you have in the kitchen. And that will help keep your oven clear for the day. So that is a good tip. And I'm going to cook them both side by side in here. And that's gonna cook just fine, just the way it is. Okay, I'm gonna dish up some so you can see it coming out of the pan. So what's nice now is if you've got a little dish or something you want to put that in, you just roll it right into there. And there's your stuffing. Okay, I think it's pretty good. But I don't know what I'm going to feed Chad for dinner tonight. Hey, do you want just a... He's down over here. Do you...
Well,
he's hoping that we have... He's hoping we have some good dinner.
I guess this is dinner tonight. I'm glad I'm not like my brother. I love my brother. I love him dearly. But I'm glad I'm not like him, who he just hates stuffing.
He's
I don't
crazy.
know why.
Yeah.
It must be the texture or something.
But I know you'd love to have a little something to go along with it. But just a little bowl of stuffing.
Well, just something more.
What do you think? What do you think of it?
Huh? Well, it tastes just like November 26th or
27, whenever Thanksgiving
27th.
falls.
Yeah.
Tastes like Thanksgiving.
It tastes like Thanksgiving.
Great.
Yeah.
Leave me.
Thank you.
Oh, you leave me a comment down below and tell me if there's something else that you would like me to show. I've got the video for what last year, making the Thanksgiving dinner. I made a complete Thanksgiving dinner. But if there's something you want me to focus on, I will be happy to do that. I've had a few people also ask about my acini de pepe salad. I'm gonna put that up. I've already got some pies on there, but if there's a pie, if you want me to do another pie, I'll be happy to do another pie. Just leave me a message. I tell you, if you want to learn how to make the gravy, I went into quite a bit of detail in the last year's Thanksgiving video where I did the Thanksgiving dinner on how to make gravy, and it is good gravy. So check that out. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.